Hi everyone, this is CricketSong with Lunar Wisdom, and today I'm going to be answering the question, what is divination? It is through YouTube and other social media channels that allows me to offer my support to other pagans such as yourself within our community. If you would like to be a part of that community, you can support me, CricketSong, and Lunar Wisdom by clicking the link to my Patreon page and read more about the benefits and rewards that you'll receive by pledging your support. If you're a new witch, or you're new to the idea of witchcraft, or perhaps you're just starting to study about Wicca, you've probably come across the word divination in many of the 101 books that you've been reading, or perhaps even visiting websites. And perhaps you're not sure what this word means, and this video is definitely for you. So, the word divination is derived from the Latin word divinus, which means to be inspired by the gods. So when you are doing divination or you are divining, you are seeking knowledge of the future or hidden things, which is difficult for you to see with your physical senses, eyes, sight, taste, smell, touch, hear. So you're using the aid of some unseen power. And it has been suggested throughout history that this unseen power comes from the gods or spirits. Divination is practically as old as the human race. We can look in history and find that in every age, in every country, from the Romans, the Egyptians, the Greeks, to the Hindus and the Celts, and even the Native Americans here in America, they've all practiced some form of divination. They have, over the ages, foretold the future using things like twigs or stones or coins, tea leaves, or even the patterns in puddles after a rainstorm, or the rock formations that create the environment around them. This desire to know what the future holds for humanity is such a strong motivator that it encouraged people in history as well as today to find ways to unveil what the future holds for them. Marcus Tullius Cicero was a well-known Roman philosopher, and he stated that there was no nation, civilized or barbarian, which did not believe that there were signs of the future and persons who could interpret them. In his writings, he covers the topic of divination, and he divides it into two categories: the natural or untaught and the artificial or taught. Now, natural divination would include dreams and oracles in which the person who did the divination or the diviner was a passive subject of inspiration, and the predictions originated from the power they held within them. While the artificial divination comprised of foretelling from signs found in nature or produced by the person themselves. In this instance, the diviner was active, and the divination came from his or her own skill and observation. Now, the seemingly randomness of divination really comes from a part of a larger belief that everything in the universe is interconnected by an invisible force, and the events and patterns in the tea leaves, in the teacup, or in the cards when you put them down, or even in individuals' lives on earth, they're all part of this invisible guiding force because everything is interconnected. Our own personal energetic vibration is part of that guiding force, and that is what allows us to tap into this interconnectedness and recognize patterns or recognize how things are interconnected. It's the vibration that allows us to project our own issues onto the physical objects that surrounds us. And those who have ever used a pendulum or stones or cards are able to influence this energy and receive messages, or they influence it so that they align with the vibrations and allows them to be a conduit or a channel for this information, and they interpret it. And this is why it's important to use a divination tool often, so that you can align your energy with that tool and allow these messages to come through more easily. Or it allows you to understand the way that this tool connects with you, to recognize the patterns and understand what is being sent to you or that you are tapping into, so that you can easily read the messages or interpret the messages. Now, there is so many different tools that can be used, and I just mentioned, pendulum or stones or cards, but there are a lot of other tools that can be used for divination, like crystal balls or crystals or stones or bones or other plants or mirrors or coins or books. There are so many different tools, and you can use them in so many different ways. The main thing is to recognize that everything is connected, and it is this energy that you are aligning with that allows you to see the patterns. There's no randomness, there's no coincidences. Everything is part of a cause and effect system, and when you're using a divination tool, you are connecting to the energy of everything, and you're able to recognize the patterns that exist throughout the life, throughout the planet. It's all about using your intuition. It's all about using your psychic abilities. Everybody has the ability to tap into this. It's my belief that everybody has intuition and everybody has psychic abilities. Just some individuals are more natural at tapping into that, and other people have to be taught or to develop this sense of psychic ability or intuition. Intuition is the ability to acquire knowledge without the use of reason. It's that ability to tap into that unseen energy. And when we listen to our intuition, we are provided with the answers and the knowledge that we just can't justify with reason or logical thinking. It occurs when we allow ourselves to align with the outer forces, and we are able to influence our subconscious mind into giving us this flash of insight, or when we are encouraging that alignment with the energies of what we're seeking to find and ourselves. Because again, remember, everything is interconnected. Now, intuition makes itself available to us in a variety of ways. We can use our clairvoyance, which allows us to see things. We can use our ability of clairaudience, which allows us to hear things. We can use clairsentience, which allows us to feel things. We can use our clairalliance, which allows us to smell things, or clairgustance, which allows us to taste things. Any of our 5 physical senses connects with a psychic sense that corresponds with it. When we are using a divination tool, we may use one or all of those senses to get the information, to interpret the information that we are looking for, to understand that energetic information by being filtered through one of our 5 clair senses, or our psychic abilities. Now, it may take time to be more accustomed to using your intuition if it's something that you don't use on a normal basis, but as you are using your divination tool, often, frequently, to build that relationship with the tool, to align your personal energies with the energies of that tool, and understand how that tool speaks to you or relays that energetic or psychic information, you will get a better understanding of not only those messages, but how to use your intuition throughout your daily life. It'll be a benefit in so many aspects because you are working on your divination. I hope this has answered the questions about divination. Look for videos in the future that go through how to use specific tools of divination, such as cards, crystal balls, mirrors, pendulums, and the like. I'll be doing videos teaching you how to use those tools. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social media platform. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This way you won't miss any of my newly uploaded videos. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook through my CricketSong fan page or my Lunar Wisdom business page. And you can always find me on my website at www.lunarwisdom.net.